Good evening and welcome. Welcome to my live stream. Fight CPS and stop taking our children. I'm your host, Bob Pace, and I've been doing this now for 25 months. I started in October 2023 with a live stream to talk about the child protection system. That's what I call CPS. It's a government entity that was mandated by Congress to social services to create a group of social workers to protect our children from neglect and abuse. Now, neglect and abuse can be examples, can be in neglect. You're not feeding the child, you're not bathing the child, you're not taking the child to school, it's not supervised. That's what neglect is. Abused is when you cause physical harm and discipline or some type of anger. It's also sexual harm to the child. It's also psychological harm. Those are forms of abuse. Now, um, CPS is a serious agency to deal with. Now, I do have to tell you that I'm not an attorney. I'm not giving out legal advice. I'm giving out what's called educational advice to fight your CPS case because my experience, I've been fighting CPS since 2010. And 15 years later, going on the 16th year, I'm still fighting them. Yesterday, I had a court session yesterday, and I think I won my case pretty well. Um, the child protection system um, is that government entity that is supposed to protect our children, but instead they take our children. And they also have a tendency to hurt our children, traffic our children, alienate our children. Now, it's really hard for a lot of you that have encountered CPS, but you don't know what they're about. And what I've been trying to do for the last 25 months is educate you guys to what to expect and what to stop and what not to get around in there. They're a tricky agency to be around, and you need an attorney to help you go through them. Now, one of the things you can do on this live stream is you can text me a message, either a question or a comment about CPS. All I ask is for your first name only, where you're located, your city or county, and your state. And if you're outside of the United States, to put your country. Yes, I have right now 24 countries that have um, that have called in about their case. Mm. Hmm. Now, I'm glad that you found this room. I do want to help you. I'm a loving father and a husband. I've raised 6 children. I've been married for over 43 years, and I have 61 years of working and life skills I can help you out with. And the CPS is an awful agency to get involved with. It has really been so hard. The one thing that 2,900 people have something in common with me and each other is that we ran into a rogue CPS entity, a CPS entity that's bad. I think from my talking to people and studying on the internet that 50% of the CPS entities out there are trouble for you. They were for me and they were for all the 2,900 people. So I'm here every night at 7 p.m. here every morning at 8 a.m. on the weekends and 10 a.m. on the weekdays. That's Monday through Friday at 10, Saturday, Sunday at 8, then all 7 days at 7 p.m. The times they're giving you to are the Pacific Coast time. I'm broadcasting from Surf City, USA, south of Los Angeles, 3 blocks from the beach. And if you're in Montana, you're on Mountain Time, so you're 1 hour ahead of me. If you're in Texas, you're on Central Time, 2 hours ahead of me. And if you're in Ohio, you're 3 minutes ahead of me on Eastern Time. If you're in the United Kingdom, you're 8 hours ahead of me. In Europe, you're 9 hours ahead of me. And in Africa, you're 9 hours ahead of me. Then in the Mediterranean, you are 10 hours ahead of me. So, you know, I'm here for you all to express yourself, to open up, to talk, and I will help you. I've helped out so many people on here, people that have had medical trafficking, people that are from our Native American Indians, the First Nation Indians in Canada. I'm here to help. I'm here to understand about your case and give you advice. I do so because I too was a victim of CPS. I still am. I lost my forever home to them because I had to quick sell it so I could hire my attorney. And I can't get a job because of CPS involvement on my record. And it's really made it difficult in my life to sustain myself. So, anyway, I'm glad you found me, and I'm here for questions for you. Here for questions. And they help you. All you have to do is open up and tell me, your name and where you're at and what your questions are. I can help you. Another way is to be a guest on my live stream. To be a guest, all you do is email me at Bob P. Vincent W. Davis.com. You send me your name, your email, and your phone number, and I'll put you in touch with Grace, my show producer, who will send you a link to get on the live stream. You just pick one of my 14 shows. You pick either that I want to be Bob's Sunday night show or Bob's Saturday morning show or Bob's Friday night show or Thursday morning. I'm just alternating back. It's morning or night. It's one day of the week. And from there, my show producer, Grace, will send you a link to get on a software application called StreamYard. That's what I transmit. StreamYard uses YouTube for transmission, but they have their own format for their page. It's able to put up questions and be able to answer them. So all you have to do is ask, or as I say, be a guest on my live stream. Rules are simple. Respect one another in here. We're not here to talk about politics. No profanity. We do not eat or smoke on the show, and we do not use the names of children, judges, or social workers. That's all there is to it. So I hope that you do that. Now I'm going to put my phone number up. My phone number is so you can talk to me on the show. I can only talk to you one at a time. But there's my number, 626 698-0990. And I'll gladly talk to you. I'll gladly talk to you. So, anyway, I'm here to answer your questions and your concerns. I can talk about what a 388 motion is, or the ICWA, the Indian Child Welfare Act of 1978, or uh, a 150 hearing or a 160 hearing. Um, Anything you can imagine, I can talk to you and give you advice and help you. If it takes the whole show, I will do that. I've done that with lots of people. There's lots of people that benefited from my help. So I'd like to see you. I really would. Um, or call me, talk to me. Um, I am here to help you. I care. I care so much about you. And I'm so sorry you have to go through this terrible entity. It is a very horrible entity. Hmm. Now I know how frustrating it must be. Um, it is hard for me to sit here and talk alone sometimes. Some of you may have plans tonight, and Saturday night you may be out. Right now, you may be bouncing out. Oh, hello there, Betty Joe. Good evening, Betty Joe. It's so good to see you. And welcome. I did get a good night's sleep the night before last. Friday night, I crashed. I did get good sleep. I slept really, really good. Fortunately, I had bought some groceries and I took them in the early morning. I was up at 4 o'clock. What time was that? That Saturday morning that I took the groceries in, but I bought them the night before. Friday night was the longest day of my life in a long time. But anyway, I'm glad to see you. Anything new development regarding your niece? Your brother's child, your brother's daughter, and how's that little boy doing that you've adopted? How's he doing? And how are you doing, Betty Joe? Because I know how stressful it is because they've hurt your niece. The family down there has hurt your niece, and the people have been rude to you, the social workers and whatnot. For all you that don't know, I have right now Betty Joe. She is a wonderful mother. She's actually a foster parent. She knows how to take care of children. In fact, she's so good. She took care of this little boy who bonded with her. This little boy lost his mother and father. And they did try, the little boy stayed with Betty Joe for a while till they get a family member to step in and adopt him. Well, he tried to stay with family members, but they weren't working out. So he was placed back with Betty Joe. Betty Joe, since you have that time with that child adopted, how you took care of him, can't the CPS give you a good support and write up that you can show the Nebraska CPS how important it is to bond with family members? Can't you show what you're doing with that little child or what you've done with other children, that you're a good parent, you're a loving parent, and you love that child like she's your own? Can't you do that, Betty Joe? I want to help you. I want to help you, Betty. Anyway, Betty Joe's from Montana, and she's really something else. I really enjoy talking to her. Ugh. So tonight's another night. Um, oh boy. Oh, good. We got a phone call coming in. Hello. Whoops.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm able to.
Okay, great. This is Bob Pace. You've reached me on my live stream, and I'm so glad to be talking to you. Who do I have the pleasure of talking to?
So am I. My name is Asia Bland.
Okay.
Um,
And what part
so
what part of the world
I
are you
just
from, Asia?
currently California. That
Okay.
is where I'm living,
Do you have a
and
CPS case in California or do you have it someplace
yes,
else?
in California.
Okay, you have a CPS case. What county in California?
The Los Angeles County.
The Department of Family and Children, or Department of Children and Family, DCF. I know what you're
Yes, that's
going through there.
uh-huh.
And
Yes.
when did it
I was
happen? When did your case start?
so I got it in May 31st
Of this
of
year?
2025.
Yeah,
Correct.
okay. And how many children are involved?
Just one.
Okay, does that child have a biological father?
He does, and he's currently placed with the biological father.
Okay, so are you and the
Um,
biological father married, or are you just together in a relationship?
just together.
Okay, so you had this child, and how did you first hear about CPS?
Well, I found out, I mean, not the smartest thing to do, but I went to the emergency room and I was a little tipsy, and the nurses there, they decided that they were going to take my child. And then so they called CPS, and then they came to the hospital, started asking me a bunch of questions and stuff. And then, yeah,
Well,
that's
stop
what
there
I was
for a
like,
second. Stop there for a second. Why did you go to the hospital? What was wrong with your child?
okay. So I had gotten him circumcised, and I was just going to the ER to follow up on it because he was a newborn. He was like 3 weeks when I did go. Um, it was like after the facility that I got it done at was closed, then
I'm kind of
I noticed
confused.
some
Hold
things.
on. Did you have a general birth of your child? I mean,
Yes,
right. And so
yes.
you went to the emergency room of the hospital. Now, was this the regular hospital you go to all the time?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
it was.
So you went to the hospital, and what was the cause of your concern? What was the child exhibiting?
I just noticed there was like a light green, like ring, light yellow ring around his, you know. Sorry, not to say that. I know it is a live stream. So
A light green
I
about
found
where? Where
out
was the
his,
light green around? What part of his body?
like okay, the upper part of his genital area.
Oh, okay.
It was like
Okay.
because they removed the extra skin, so it was like a light green, like ring around,
You had a
like
circumcision of your son, and you were
and
worried
they,
that
I
maybe the
mean,
overreaction or something. So why is that?
exactly.
Why is that a problem with the hospital? Why were they concerned with you talking about that?
I don't know necessarily if it was that or if it was the fact that I had drinking a little bit before going, so they smelled the alcohol on my breath.
Oh
And I
boy.
feel like
Oh
from
boy. Yeah.
my mandated reporters, I'm like 6 months, 5 months into the case now, so just learning a lot of different things, mistakes I made.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. Well, I'm so
after,
sorry to hear that. So they are mandated reporters. You're right. They're professionals. But did you know that those professionals are wrong 50% of the time?
exactly. That's what I was trying to say. I
Yeah.
mean, in the reports that they wrote, they had lied. They tried to say, oh, she almost dropped her child a couple of times. Mind you, he was in the stroller the whole time. And then they said I was hallucinating in the hospital. I'm like, I never hallucinated a day in my life. So
Well, the
of
problem
course I had to
is
fight
they
those
see somebody
allegations.
with alcohol. I don't know if anybody ever
Mm-hmm.
told you that, but alcohol is a drug, just like regular drugs are. When you have children, you're not supposed to drink, smoke, or do drugs around your children. So that was why the problem was. They were thinking, well, she takes a child, gets back in the car with drinking, she's going to have a car accident. That child's going to be harmed. So that's why they overreacted. That's why they got involved, is because they didn't want to see that child killed by you driving. So, and you did not know the
I,
responsibility that a parent has, sounds like that, because no one ever told you that if you get pregnant, you have to stop, refrain from smoking cigarettes, from drinking, and from doing drugs. And a lot of people don't. And not only that, the father should do the same thing. Even though he's not bearing the child, he should stop and refrain to it so the mother's not tempted. Now, was this relationship with the
I,
father very strong? Has he been very supportive with you on this baby?
yes, I will
Okay.
say that. I just want to say I did take an Uber to the hospital, so I wasn't like driving. But that was the first question they asked, like, "Oh, how did you get here?" So I was like, I didn't drive or anything. And
Why couldn't your husband take you and the child to the hospital?
treatment center. So
Why
he was
was your
being
husband going
aggressive.
to a
I had to go
treatment center? Why was your husband going to a treatment center?
because financially we weren't doing the best. So like he was trying to find a free place to live, and then I
So
like
were
looked
you
at me
guys
and
on
my son
hard
and he told me,
times? Were you guys on hard times?
yeah,
Did he have a job?
yeah,
Did
yes, yes,
Okay, so
he
he had
did.
a job financially helping you. You know what's so sad is CPS, which is a part of social services, should help you out with a lot of things. It should help you with, um, shelter with food, clothing, shelter, education, medical, and even help you find a job. And that's so sad. Did you have a job yourself, or your job was to take care of your child?
Take care of my child, and then I was
Okay.
getting state benefits.
All right.
So
Okay. So
now I know
anyway,
that.
so it was going downhill for you because the reason why the doctors reported, because they have to, by law they have to, because you had alcohol in your
Right.
breath. They're worried that you may endanger the child. Now you're with an Uber. I don't know how that would endanger the child, but
Yeah.
they were
It's
thinking
crazy
that
cool.
you were going to be neglected to that child. You probably were charged with neglect, right?
Um, I'm not quite sure what they wrote in the report. They said I am a danger to my child
Well,
on that
yeah, I
first
mean
page of the
you're
report.
neglecting your child because you didn't know about the fact you're
Yeah.
not supposed to be drinking or doing drugs or doing anything like that. That's called neglect, and that's why they wrote you up. Now, um,
Yeah.
so your child's with your husband, right? Or not? I shouldn't say your husband, but with your boyfriend.
Boyfriend.
Yeah, your boyfriend.
Yes.
Well, that's a
Which
good
kind of
news
brings me
because you could have been sent. The child could have been sent to foster care, and
Boston.
I'm sorry, what?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
No, I was saying the same thing. Foster
yeah. I mean,
or
fosters, you
adoption.
don't want your child to go there. Now, have they set up what's a team meeting to come up with a plan for you?
Um, that's gonna happen soon. They sent me the email for it last week, so I'm just waiting on the date of it.
Well, they're supposed to have
So,
it within the first week. I mean, have you
oh
had your
really?
trial to determine if you're guilty or not? Have you gone to trial?
I have, yes. I
Well,
went to
then why
court
did they not do
yesterday.
any kind of okay when they went to trial? What did they want to do? They want to terminate your rights, or did they want to have you have family reunification?
I believe family reunification because they haven't mentioned termination of rights.
Well, you have to be careful.
Um,
You have to be careful because they're really good about doing that.
oh wow. Okay.
I
So
mean,
who should I ask?
well,
Should I
here's the
ask the
thing: is do you have
attorney?
an attorney?
Yes,
What
yes.
kind of attorney do you have? Do you have a court appointed attorney, or did you go out and hire the right
Mm-hmm.
kind of attorney for this case?
A court appointed.
That's the worst
Do I
attorney you
have?
can get. I know because they will not work for
I
you.
know.
And I know that you know that.
I
I'm
know.
just sorry about that because it's going to be hard. You're going to have to do four things with that attorney.
Okay.
Yeah. You got to tell them that you want family reunification. He has to know that. You need to drill that in his head. You also need to tell the
Okay.
attorney you do whatever the judge court orders you to do, not the social workers, court ordered by the judge. And that way he can tell the
Okay.
judge that my client, which is you, will follow your orders. And lastly, you want to have visitation with that child. Do you have any visitation with that child?
Yes. And I also was given court ordered services to do. The only thing is they said enhancement services rather than reunification. So I just don't know if enhancement means they'll reunify him with me at the 6 month
Well,
review.
let's see on that right now. Um,
Okay.
let me go ahead. The way to look it up is Los Angeles,
Right.
um, California. With Los Angeles County, California. child protection system. I'm looking this up, child protection
And I
system,
appreciate it.
and in enhancement.
Mother enhancement services.
Okay, hold on. Mother
No worries.
enhancement services.
All right.
It's a variety of enhancement surface to support mothers and strengthen family. Does that make any sense to you?
Yes.
Okay,
Like to make me a better mom.
exactly.
Okay.
And you need to do those services. It isn't termination, but it should be things you need to do. You may take parenting classes or a program. You need to follow them. Now, since you're using a court appointed attorney, you can't fight this case. You have to do exactly what they tell you to do. I'm sorry, but unless you get a real attorney, you can't fight them. So the best thing you can do is work with your court appointed attorney. See, they're not trained in fighting and they don't have a background in juvenile law, family law, or dependency law. That's what the area of law is you're in. And they work for the county and they get paid by the county. So they want to do as little as possible. Now, what you need to do, you have to do everything they ask you to do. You don't argue with them. You do it and you show them, but what you want to do is you want to document everything. You want to keep accurate documentation. Now, you ever heard of an incident time log?
Mm-mm.
Okay, you get a
I
sheet
haven't.
of notebook paper and you write down all your incidents. Now, all you need is 3 lines on the notebook paper for every incident. Your first line, you put the date, the time, and whether the incident involved a phone call, you put the phone number, or was it in person, they come to your home, or where they did, you put that down. Then you put down the people involved. Was it a social worker? Was it the police? Was it the children? Was it your biological father? Who was involved? Now, the second line is a summary of what the incident was about. It's a 1 sentence summary. And the third line is the outcome. Now, you do that through the whole case because you need to refer to it After 6 months, you're going to have a lot of incidents, and you need to write that down. That's what meant by documentation. Also, you need to send emails. If they haven't sent you something, you need to request it in writing. You need to see the plan for the mother's enhancement. You need to ask the social worker for that.
And I got that.
Okay, well,
I
then you
got it.
need to
They said
follow that. You need to
treatment.
follow that. And it takes time. It may take you a year or two. It's not going to happen overnight.
Mm-hmm.
You're very lucky that
Is
that
it?
child is not in foster care and is with the biological father.
Uh-huh. And wait, you said it's not termination, or did you say determination?
No, it's not
Like at the
termination.
beginning.
Termination is when they
Okay.
take away your medical and your legal rights. It's called a
Okay.
TPR short.
Oh, okay. CPR. I heard of that. But CPR. Um.
Okay, hold on one
So
second. Hold on, Christina. It's Christina, right?
Asia,
Oh,
but it's
Asia, I'm
okay.
sorry. I'm sorry.
We
I'm
can
reading
go
a
like
message from
pronounce it.
Christina Reynoso, who's from Nevada. She had a couple comments
Yeah.
that she wanted to help you
Okay.
out. Christina
Oh, nice.
Reynoso from Nevada is in the room. And let me put her up there so you can see
Okay.
her comments. Very good. She was not drinking. No, she was drinking. That's why she had alcohol in her breath. And she did use the
Yeah.
Uber to drive. She chose the driver. So she was drinking, but she chose the Uber to drive, Christina. And I didn't say she was drunk. She didn't say she was drunk, but she had alcohol. And that's what the medical profession smelled.
Mm-hmm.
Now, was this a certain occasion? Why were you drinking?
PT. Wait.
Why were you
Postpartum
drinking?
depression.
Okay, you're
Yeah, it was
depressed.
stress. I was
Well, did you
stressed
know
out.
that alcohol is a depressant? It'll further put you in a depressed
Yes.
mode. So you really should refrain from alcohol. Now, Kathy
I've
Winters
been sober.
is a new person in the room. Hello, Kathy, and welcome. She's located in Kansas. A child welfare committee on Monday. Several people will
Okay.
be testifying, including the public. I plan to testify, and if you would like, I can send you my testimony. Yes, I would, Kathy. Kansas is horrible to family, and that includes the Johnson County, Kansas clinic. The judge. She hasn't followed the letter of the law and doesn't give the parents due process. Hearing is October 27th at the Capitol of Topeka, Kansas. I'd like to hear more about that, Kathy. Thank you for sending me that. Corella, hello there. Hello, Uncle Bob. She calls me. Corella is from Ventura County, California. She lives in Oxnard, California. Now, um, Christina Reynoso wants to talk to you, Corella. So can you guys exchange numbers? Or was it Betty Joe? Let me think here. Either Betty Joe or Christina wanted to talk to you, Felicia. Felicia, cruel to a trick. She has several handles and it gets confusing. So she uses her YouTube handle. So welcome there, Cruella. But you need to contact Christine Reynoso. She's in the room. You need to share your number. She wants to help you. She wants to help you. Also, I think Betty Joe wants to help you too, Cruella. All right, we're trying to help out Asia from LA County, California. She unfortunately was drinking when she brought her child in. Her child had some type of strange things on his genitals, and so she was trying to find out if this was okay. There's nothing wrong with what you did, and I think it's some people overreacting, which is very. Luckily, the child is placed with the biological father. They're not married. They are a boyfriend girlfriend who had a baby and they're trying to take care of it. I'm just so glad. How do you visit your child right now? How often do you visit your child?
I get 3 by 3, so 9 hours a week in total, and
Okay,
set
and where do
days.
you visit your child
Um,
at? Where do you visit your child at?
at the mall, that's where it happens. Two of my visits are with the paternal grandma, and one is with DCFS.
Okay, now
So
what is the mall? Is it a shopping mall?
yes, it is.
Why do you
In
guys go
public.
to why do you guys go to a mall?
Um, it was just something that happened at the beginning of my visit.
Why
Like
couldn't
I
you
saw
maybe
this.
suggest to go to a park, the playground, so that you and your child can
Like
bond and have you ever been to playgrounds where they have things for children to climb on or
yeah,
play?
uh-huh.
How old is
Yes.
the how old
So
is
he's
the
only
how old is the child?
5 months.
Oh, he's only
5 months.
5 months. I'm sorry. I'm so
Yeah,
sorry. But
that's
a
okay.
walk in the park, a walk in the park is good too. I just think with the mall, you have all those strangers around your child, and I would hate for your child to
Exactly.
come down with a disease. You have to be careful taking young
Mhm.
children out in public because there are diseases out there. So you got to be careful
Mhm.
about that. You got to be careful.
Okay.
I hope all you're listening
All
in
right.
this room. Hello, Rocky. Rocky is from Westchester, New York. He has a brother that was wrongfully accused in Virginia, and he's trying to fight him. Good to see you, Rocky. We have Felicia Cruella do a trick in here from Ventura County. We have Kathy Winters from Topeka, Kansas, and Kansas City. We have Christina Reynosa, which you know, and she's from Las Vegas, Nevada. We have Betty Joe from Montana. They're all in the room tonight. So we got Betty Joe, Christina, Kathy Winters, Corella. We have Asia on the phone from LA County, California, and she has um, a 5 month old son that all she was doing was taking him to the ER to have something checked out that she was concerned about, but because she had alcohol in her breath, the LA, the hospital, which are professionals, had to report it. The only problem is CPS is very corrupt in LA County, and they're probably trying to make a big deal out of it more than it should be. But luckily, her child isn't in foster care. It's staying with her boyfriend, the biological father of the child. And so she's going through enhancement um, requirements to get it back. It's sort of like a plan, but imagine she's going to have a plan there. Yes, Corilla.
So my question.
Go. Yes. Okay. Corilla said, "Oh, really? Yes. You need to contact Betty Joe or Christina Reynosa. They want to help you." Okay, Rocky.
Okay.
Yeah, he was wrongfully connected. I know your brother was, and you're at Westchester County, New York, and brothers in Nelson County, Virginia. Okay, go on, Asia. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to talk to you and the people in my room. That was all.
No, it's okay.
Yeah.
So my question is just like the sorry, I went to the video. So does that mean enhancement is reunification, or is that just something to strengthen me for the near future?
Well,
Like that is
enhancement
just
is sometimes, I hate to say it, CPS is very confusing. I mean, at one time,
yeah.
it used to be the same acronym for all the people, but it's not. It's not the same for all the people. So,
Literally.
they're trying to get you confused. But you can ask a social worker about your 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 reunification plan. Is that enhancement? All you
Oh,
do is ask the social worker. Now, right now, you're not able to fight them, so you have to go with them. That's the sad part. When you don't have the funds to get a real attorney, you're going to have to go with them. You're at their mercy. And I said they're bad, they're evil. But long as you don't talk too
yeah.
much, just say yes, no answers. Don't give them more than what you say, yes or no, yes or
Okay.
no.
So at the CFP meeting, same thing. Yes. No.
Yes,
Am I
exactly.
hearing?
And you also have to tell them
Okay.
that you want your attorney present. You have to
Okay.
tell them you want your attorney present.
Okay. Okay. I'll reach out to my
Yeah,
attorney, and then
like
yeah.
that. But I'm really sorry you have this case going on, but that's why I'm here. I'm here to help you. I'm here to help you.
Thank you.
And
It's been
so,
very informative.
well, I have a
Very
lot that I
informative.
can help you with. I'm very kind of a well, yesterday I was acting like a lawyer in court. I was before a superior judge in the county of Orange at the Santa Ana courthouse. And actually, I did my live stream from there. And I had three cases. And the first two cases, I got them dismissed. And the third case, I got the fine reduced to $0. So, you know, I'm like most of you other right now. I'm at low income. I don't want to be that way, but unfortunately, that's where I'm at the moment. I am looking for a job, but I had a terrible CPS case. I lost my forever home that I worked for 45 years because I had to sell my home to get money to get a real attorney. And once I got the real attorney, my life started getting back to normal. I got my kids back. Three of my children and my six children were stolen and trafficked into foster care. Then they were alienated. The sad part is I lost one of my child, my daughter, who was 12 years old at the time. The social worker had got caught committing perjury on the stand, and she retaliated by encouraging our daughter to divorce her parents and divorce mom and dad, divorce her brothers, divorce her grandparents, divorce all the family. Also, they encouraged her to change her name, to get a new birth certificate, seal the old birth certificate, get a new birth certificate. She also was encouraged to get a second social security card. She was double dipping from my retirement fund. I've been having retirement, but because I'm old, I get extra additional help for my children that are young. You see, still had children when I'm in my 50s and 60s. Actually, in my 60s, I started having children then. And I have a 15-year younger wife. So she was only, 45 at the time. And so we were blessed like that. So, anyway, um, it's hard. It's hard when you get involved with CPS because it's so confusing. They don't try to help you, they don't try to talk to you. All they want is money. All they want is money. And that's the sad part about it. That's the sad part about it.
Money and to keep your child away from you.
Yeah, exactly.
Um,
Well,
well, when I asked,
they get $20,000 for having a case opened up per month.
okay, that's like, maybe that's why they're pushing for unsupervised visits, because I can imagine how much the monitored visits are like
Well,
costing.
yeah, and you're lucky you don't have to pay for them. A lot of the parents have to pay for them, so that is good. That is good.
Probably because I'm low income. But, well, I'm happy to hear that you got your children back.
Well,
It's
not
not
one of them.
easy.
My daughter was 12 at the time, and she divorced us. And she's now 23, and she wants nothing to do with me. In fact, she tried to make some mucky muck with Social Security, but it backfired. I wrote a letter that was worth $26,000, and it was dropped. It was dropped. So I'm still fighting. I'm still fighting. It is really, 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 really hard. I don't know how to explain it, but I know what you're going through. It's very
Yeah.
disillusional to have children, but when you have a corrupt agency, mine was in Orange County, yours is in LA, it's just as bad. It is hard.
Mm-hmm.
It's so
It
hard.
is.
It really is.
Uh-huh. And it's just not knowing what's going to happen next and knowing if all the work that you're putting in is going to get you the results you want. But,
Yeah.
man, you just have to
Understood.
go one step at a time.
Understood.
Mm.
Understood.
Yeah. Well, well, let me ask you this, if you don't mind. Do
No,
you
I'm
know,
here
like,
to answer your question. I'm so glad
thank
you
you.
called and talked to me because I do a lot better with the show
Oh,
when people communicate or talk with me.
yes. And I'm appreciative. Once I
Oh,
saw the number, I thought, let me call. I have questions. Yes.
yes, I'm
And
glad you did.
yeah,
I'm
I
so
heard you
glad you
speaking
did.
before, and I was like, you're pretty smart. You're knowledgeable about it. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Well,
And
I have lots of
well,
years. I have 61 years of working, and I have a lot of life skills. And I'm a world traveler, and I've lived in so many countries and so many states, and I've traveled around the world probably, I don't know, 100 times. And so I've done a lot of interesting jobs. So it's my way of helping you all because I hate to see the CPS take advantage of parents like yourselves. So it's really hard.
mm-hmm. one mistake, like really after like spend nine
Well, that's
months
problem is
trying to
studies have shown that the best parents are the biological parents. If they make a mistake, there's classes they can take, there's programs they can enroll in. It should
love and
not be
knowledge,
it
like
should not be how it is. It should not be how
yeah, like oh let's keep the child away from her and
yeah.
like hurt the
It's all
child
it's all
and
about
like help the
money. It's all
person.
about money.
Wow. I mean I can imagine that. Probably like the prison system and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
I mean, how long do you think the court case will be open for?
Well,
If I
some people
like,
have
I
said a
started
couple of years. It all
a
depends.
couple,
Yeah, it all depends.
and it depends on like if I'm acting on the case plan, like if I'm doing things like right
Yeah,
away,
long if you're
stuff like
doing
that.
things right away and you have a good relationship with
I
your
did.
boyfriend, that is really important. If the two are you're showing to them. Also, you got to try to get a job. You try to get a home that you're going to take care of in your mother skills. You got to have that.
Oh, okay. So a couple of years. I was I saw things that said like 6 months. That said 12
No, I
months.
thought so too.
Some people said
Mine
three
was
months.
actually 3 years. It started in well, it started in 2010. For 5 years, it was just checking on me and saying, "Is this true? Is this true? Is this true?" What it was is that I had a layperson, my in-laws, that wanted to take her children from their daughter, and for me, they never liked me as the father or the husband or whatever. So they were once a week. The mother, the father, the three sisters, or the brother would call in and make some silly stories that weren't true, but by law, they have to think you're
Wow.
guilty and investigate. So for 5 years, they got frustrated. One time, they got the police involved. He pulls me over. He orders me to go to my home, open up. I should have said, no, I don't need to do that. You got to have a court order. You got to have a warrant. I didn't know that. I should never let them in my home. I should never have talked to them. Those were mistakes. If I did the 5 things that I've developed, I would never have been involved in CPS. My problem was I was low income at the time because I lost my job in 2010 and I had a heavy mortgage to pay. And it was really hard on me and my family because we were suddenly changing our lifestyle. We had to suddenly say, no more cookies, no more chips, no more Disneyland passes, no more trips around the world. I mean, it was really tough on my family. It really was. They were spoiled.
Uh-huh.
They were spoiled.
Yeah, so going through a budget. I can imagine.
So it
But
really
as long
was
as
there.
everything was still being taken care of, that's all that really matters.
Yeah, well,
It's
sometimes it
not
is
about
with children.
budget.
Sometimes it's materialistic things.
It is. The older they get and being
Yeah,
around friends.
I
Hmm.
agree.
But when they, yes, but
I
they know
agree.
that you love them and their mom loves them. They do. Even if
Asia,
not,
what I got to
like they
do
want
right
to.
now, Asia, is that I'm going to wrap up the
Yes.
show because it's 8 o'clock. My show only goes from 7 to 8, and I have to keep it like so.
Okay.
So what I'm doing, first of all, I'm removing my phone number and putting the Department of Government Efficiency for everybody that is trying to fight their case. And if they're not getting anywhere at the county level or at the state level, they need to go to the Department of Government Efficiency Doge. There's their website. There's the phone numbers to the White House, area
Okay.
code 202, and an email. So if you're not getting any help or it gets frustrated at the county level or at the state level, then you go to the federal level. So that's why I put it up there. Now, I do want to thank all the
Okay.
people. I want to thank you, Asia, for the courage to call me and open
No
up your
problem.
story there. And Rocky, I know it was a
No
ripoff for
problem.
your brother. I feel for you, Rocky. I know it is. And Rocky's so frustrated. His brother was so taken advantage of in Virginia. But Rocky from New York, thank you for being part of the
No
family.
worries.
Corella, if you want to be helped, Christina Renoza and Betty Joe will help you. You need to contact them. I told them Betty Joe is on right now and Christina Renoza is on. Corella, you can send me your phone number or text me, Corella, and I will help you. I will help you. Um, on that there. Let me see who else I have here. Kathy Winters, please send me what you're doing in Kansas, in Topeka, Kansas. I will help you there. I want to hear about what's happening at the hearing on the 27th. And Christina Renoza, I'm so glad you stop in. You're helpful to everybody. You've been helpful to me. She's from Nevada, and she has a son, and her son's going through all kinds of issues. And so it's good to see you. And Betty Joe, it's good to see you too. You're so helpful with people, and I want you to get your daughter back. I pray all the time, Betty Joe, that you get not your daughter, but your niece back, your brother's daughter. You get your niece back. So anyway, thank you all for calling in or talking to me or texting me or whatever you're doing. I really appreciate it. I want to help you. So I'm on here twice a day, 7 days a week. That's 14 live streams, once in the morning, once in the evening. And I love to see you. So tomorrow morning, I'll be on again at 8 a.m. It's weekend, so I'm on at 8 in the morning. So I'll be on at 8 a.m. in the morning, Sunday morning at 8. And I want to help you all. So there's the question, keep calling me back. There's never a dumb question. You can call me all the time. I will help you all. And I really want you all to keep fighting. Don't give up. Ask questions and look up. There's information on the internet about CPS. And I call the Child Protection System. In LA County's Department of Family and Children's Services. In Orange County, it's called the Child Protection Services. In Prescott, Arizona's Department of Children's Services. In Kentucky, it's called the Cabinet. But I just call it the Child Protection System, CPS. So keep fighting for your child. Now, there'll be a brief video at the end of my live stream. Please watch it. It's about my attorney, Vincent Davis, who can help you. And scrolling below are what he charges. He can text you privately. He can talk to you privately. He can be on his live stream too. He just sends that. You can use the Apple Pay, or you can use Zella or Cash App. And there's a phone number, 310-308-7758. So with that being said, Asia, thank you for calling in. And this is Bob Pace signing off.
A vivid picture is encrypted in your mind as the critics get in line like they're witnessing a crime. But then you notice there's a shiver in your spine from the feelings of discontentment and bitterness combined. Heartbroken when you listen to the judges, another kid's innocence corrupted. And if you go against it, it's destructive. Consider this predicament the toughest, but we believe in a system fit for justice. Child Protective Services only pretends to save it. The one solution for this is worthy of instant praises. 30 years of experience with relentless cases. Allow me to introduce them. This is Vincent Davis, defending you when they don't think a mother fits the role. Is it juvenile dependency or government control? Observe the pain in their eyes. It's time for us to realize we are the last